Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to talk to you about a program called Tarot Your Love Story for March 2019, and this was for you coming from Virgo. So let me shuffle my cards, and the first card that I'm going to pull will be to do with your first 15 days of March, and it's going to talking about your new romance, if you can find one. And for you coming from Virgo, it's not a good card, I'm sorry to say. So if a new romance comes your way in the month of March 2019, tell yourself, be very, very careful. It's not only the issues of money, it's the issues of secrecy and the issues of complication. So don't dive into this new romance in the first 15 days. Take your time, let time pass, and you will see that the complications are there. Now, what about another card about your ongoing romance? And look at that. It's where the competition is just too strong between you and your ongoing romance. The sign of the planet Mars and Venus together, which means fight, 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 or disagree. And so is you listening to me. If you want that ongoing romance that you have now, work very hard for it. Be calm, give way in the first 15 days. It's only 15 days after all, and you'll be able to have a better chance. Now let me talk to you about your marriage areas. What might happen? Well, you can see from this card, there is no compatibility. So, if you value your marriage, be compatible in this first 15 days of March. Be agreeable, be negotiable, be supportive, and you will improve your circumstances. This card is a warning that if you allow differences in your marriage area in the first 15 days, they will become wider and wider as the 15 days go on. Now let me talk to you about your romance in the last 15 days, you coming from Virgo, and let's see if there's any improvement. And it's the same card which I pulled earlier. And so the last 15 days, whether it's a new romance, whether it's an ongoing romance, the differences are continuing. It's got to do with money, it's got to do with differences of emotions. So your last 15 days, you coming from Virgo, is going to be tense where your ongoing romance or a new romance is found. And what about your marriage areas? Let's see what the card says for you coming from Virgo. You don't want to be leader. Let your marriage partner be the leader, and you will be able to control everything nicely in a soft way. So it's a card of domination. And if you want to dominate, then the last 15 days of March are going to be worse and worse for you in your marriage area. Give way, and you will see the differences becoming lighter and lighter and lighter. So it's all a question of how to be clever in the last 15 days, or in the whole month of March actually, not too good for you. Now, for you coming from Virgo, your lucky ages, there will be some people who will still override these differences and become very lucky. And let's see who these ages are. It's a card of Mercury. And so this card, well, it's Mercury, Venus and Saturn, is a nice group. So I would say for you coming from Virgo, if you happen to be the ages of 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or 77, you are going to be one very lucky person in romance or marriage. You are the chosen one for the happiness in romance or marriage. If you are not of these ages, then you need to have a 90-minute session with me. And during these 90 minutes, I'll tackle all areas of your life, not only romance and marriage, but also in areas of job and business and everything else. We'll talk about that later. Now about your lucky colors. And well, lucky colors are important because every planet rules different colors. So for the month of March, I'm going to choose the color white or silver colors. White or silver colors, or white and silver colors for you for the whole month of March, so that you will, with these colors, attract some of your best planets to give you a better chance to make your romance and marriage areas improving and even be lucky. Now about lucky direction. Around the world, around our world, 9 planets are placed there. So we face a certain direction, we will look at a certain planet. And is that wonderful card of Mercury? Can you see the sign of Mercury right on the top? So I'll have to choose the sign, the direction of northeast. Face northeast for the inspiration to find ways how you can make your new romance, ongoing romance, or your marriage become better and better in the a month of March for you coming from Virgo. And now, what about a zodiac sign that's going to cause you trouble? Let's see who that could be. Well, I'm going to say that somebody from Virgo is going to give you a big headache, whether the new romance, the ongoing romance, or the marriage areas. So if your ongoing romance or marriage partner is from Virgo, be careful. You need to be very careful what you say, what you do, communicate nicely, or else trouble will be worse than you think. And if you find a new romance who comes from Virgo, don't dive into it. Take your time, try and understand this person. Now, what about who can you form an attachment to, you coming from Virgo? And I would choose this person as coming from Leo. So somebody from Leo could be very interested in you, or you might be very interested in forming a new romance. Or could it be that your ongoing romance partner or your marriage partner could be from Leo? If they are, then things will go much better for you. If they are not, well, just as I've advised you earlier, be more careful. So somebody from Leo can give you a lot of happiness. Now I've got a 90-minute session going on for you, which will cost you USD 50 to know your next 7, 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll give you your lucky lottery numbers and your lucky colors and your lucky directions and your lucky days and a lot of other information. And so we'll have this 90-minute session which will cost you USD 50. If I haven't given you my email address, it's AndyHoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, @gmail.com. Send me a Gmail and I will reply to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and good luck.